time he wanted to do this game. He was like, oh man, I know, my friends are a bunch of martial art guys. We're just going to do it. So yeah, John Tobias.
All right, guys.
Wait, Gerchap, you have a question there? I see you just typed something in the chat.
My question. Yes, I already told him to come to the site, Gerchap. So he knows that Mortal Kombat United. Check it out. Sign up. It's a freebie. He sent it on Twitter. Let me go to Twitter. What do we got?
Yeah, sorry guys, I got a tongue ring, so I kind of stutter a little bit over here, and you guys don't fucking talk English over here, so it's kind of hard to understand what the hell you guys are writing.
So between your lack of English and his tongue ring, what do we got? I gotta find them. Sal, Matt Rogers. When did MK was else? We seen that one. Hey, Gerchap, type it out again, because I got 900 tweets here that I'm going through, and until I come across it, Perez, no.
He says, what's the experience on working with his brothers in MK1 and MK2?
Yeah, man, it's always a good when you're working with people. It's fun. Like James and I were saying, get out there and try to make a game. They'll really have a good experience.
All right, guys. I'm going to let Daniel go. It's 11 o'clock his time. Our show will go on for another 4 or 5 hours. DarKNaTaS will conk out, and I got to take a sleeping pill, but I'll keep going anyway. Daniel, man, like I said, it's great having you on here. Anytime you want to come on, let me know. Once again, guys, Chicago Wushu, if you want to sign up, and anybody in the Chicago area, or if you're willing to travel for that matter, from outside the Chicago area, go to the site, check it out. Is there a potential for you opening up studios elsewhere?
Yeah, I actually do a little bit in Iowa and Virginia, so I get out to those areas and work out there. Yeah.
Anything possible in New York or?
I like New York. I'd rather vacation. I'd rather come down there and have a couple beers with you.
That's not actually, I'll be in Chicago. I'm actually supposed to be coming to Chicago. I was supposed to come in September, so we'll definitely get together, get a beer. I know Brian LeBaron knows the best spots in Chicago now because he's just a planted New Yorker.
Yeah, come on down. I'll buy you a couple beers.
And maybe we can go around it too. Well, yeah. I probably wouldn't go two with you. I probably get nut shot in a second and be done.
Okay, James and George, thank you, and thank the fans. Okay.
All right, thank you very much, man.
Thank you for coming on, man.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Bye bye.
Okay, guys. That was Daniel Pesina. Now I am going to take a second to do what I do best, which is run a commercial.
Which one are you going to run?
I am going to run the one I like the best, which is...
You should follow that with the other one.
Go. I'm going there for the East Coast. VSM, let's go. I make that way, which I probably will, hopefully. I have a really good chance to win the whole tournament. I think you did too.
Alright, guys. The next thing I'm going to show here is... Unfortunately for myself, at the MLG Arena, I had a drinking contest that was attended for myself and Pig the Hut. But unfortunately, what had happened was, in a nutshell, a J360 showed up. Me and J360, who, by the way, is now OBS, had a contest with me before Pig had come, in which I won. Of course, if there's no video, it didn't happen. But I do have Ed Fig, who's OBS, who witnessed it. But then Pig came, and basically, this is what happened.
Oh shit, it's the triple threat. Oh shit! You cheating motherfuckers! Joshua won, Joshua. Damn! Get blown up! I've never seen Pig lose. This is the first time ever. I'm upset. You know what it is? This right here. Salty run back! Hey! Salty run back! 2 grades for 5.
And anyway, OBS still got it. OBS still got it.
For life, motherfucker!
So basically, J360 had won. And with that said, became the reigning champion of the first OBS drink-off. We did do a run back. We unfortunately ran out of memory on the footage. But at that point, Pig the Hut had won the second one. So as it stands right now, all three of us got 1 win each. But we're going to have a rematch. So I know Pig and J360 are going down to Raleigh. So if they're going to do the run back there without me, anybody else that thinks they can, that is of legal age to drink, of course. Anybody, why are my eyes glowing? Because I'm satanic, man. Why do you think I'm partnered up with a DarKNaTaS?
There you go.
But OBS Dodgeball, that's the next one. You got it there, Monkey Chime. But next time they're going to compete, and then I will take on the winner. Yes, yuck alcohol. You know, alcohol's bad if you're underage. It's a very good thing if you're not. I am going to...
We will definitely have footage of that, too.
Yes, that's going to be filmed as well. I'm drawing a blank right now, guys. I have to let George take the mic for a little bit. I am going to put another video on, and I think I'm going to reach out to check if you're in the room. I'm going to reach out to... Actually, no. You know what?
No,
I'm
we
going
got
to reach
someone
out
else
to what's his name? Gamer Blake. Gamer Blake. What the hell is his name on here? Here we go. I am going to add him now. And going to transition from this to... Okay. Blake, I got you, huh?
Hang on 1 second.
Uh-oh. Hang on 1 sec.
Right
Alright,
here,
there we
man.
go.
Mic check. 1 2 1 2.
I had to mute my stream window before coming in here, so I'm sorry about that.
That's all right.
That's all right, man.
Okay.
We just got to run a quick video real fast, and then we get into you.
Yeah.
All right.
Let me...
Thank you both again for having me on here tonight.
Not a problem.
No problem.
Let me go to...
Where's that video, James?
It's
Taking too long. Come on.
It's coming up. It's coming up, sir. You know, I'm waiting. What kills me is, unfortunately, I didn't get...
He is killing it. I've never seen Rio look that serious.
Look at Foxy, man. That kid's a fucking trooper, man. Fucking guy's all bandaged up. He looks like that fucking dude that you would see in the Civil War the Revolutionary War marching band thing. The fucking drummer. Anyway, all right, we're back. DarKNaTaS, got Gamer Blake here. From what I understand, you want to put some people on blast.
Yes, am I on?
You're on.
Yeah, you're on. Go ahead.
Alright. I did come on here tonight to discuss my side of a story about a completely embarrassing YouTube drama regarding Hood Fresh. Before I go any further, though, I would like to respectfully acknowledge DarKNaTaS and James for the excellent show that they have started for like a couple of weeks now. They have created something good that will do quite a service for our community. I thank you both for investing the time and doing what you've done.
Well, it's all you guys that make it happen, man. If you don't watch it, there ain't no reason for me to do it. So I thank you guys all out there.
Of course. So anyway, I know a lot of you have taken notice of this rather ridiculous incident with Hood, and you must want some answers about what happened.
Hold on, you sound a little muffled up. I think you need to move the mic a little closer or something.
Pardon me. Is this better?
How's it sound to you, James?
I brought
James.
this a little closer to my face. How's that?
That sounds a little better. All right, go ahead.
Okay. As I was saying, I know a lot of you must have heard about the embarrassing incident with Hood Fresh on YouTube, and you all have been wanting answers. I'm willing to give them. Originally, I was intending to keep quiet about it until finally it got so ridiculously out of hand, what with all the questions people have been asking and all the hate I've been getting on my YouTube videos as of late. I finally decided to get it all off my chest and then move on with it. So anyway...
Now, before you start that, could you get into the backstory of what's leading up to what exactly happened? Because I got people in the chat asking what happened.
Yes, I will. I mentioned a bit ago in our Skype conversation that Hood and I had a bit of a history that goes back a couple years. It started back... hold on. Mace, the reason I'm discussing this little incident is because, as I said a bit ago, I've had a lot of people asking questions about this ridiculous incident. And I finally decided to not be so quiet about it anymore and just get it the hell off my chest. It's been very aggravating to me, as you will soon discover. So anyway, our history spans back to the MKDC days when we first met. Of course, I was originally in the Honor Clan when MKDC was hot, like back in 2010 or so. I had just recently joined the Mortal Kombat community through playing the MKDC game. At first, I was just a casual player, taking time to play some casuals and whatever. Didn't originally intend to get involved in any of the clan activity. And then let's just say quite a lot of things happened. And before I knew it, I found my way over here to Mortal Kombat United. I got quite a lot of contacts, made quite a bit of friends, and that included members from Honor, FTR, KMO, many clans in general. One of those friends included Hood Fresh. Originally we were close friends at the time, and I didn't see anything wrong about him in spite of all the negative comments that quite a lot of people had to say regarding him. Hold on one second. Alright, I'm sorry about that.
It's all right. Go ahead.
Not a problem, man.
Yeah, there's a lot to say. Yes, he is a douche, but more of a douche than what I would have realized. So, as I was saying, I met quite a amount of people from multiple clans. And originally I was in Honor. During that time I was cool with a large amount of the FTR clan, and I still am on good terms with quite a lot of FTR people. Just not Hood anymore, if you're about to find out.
Okay.
So, originally was in the Honor clan. Then a bit of beefing went down between me and some members. Back then I was not very skilled in creating compromise, so to speak. And to realize not to take a lot of things so personally, you know, the whole online drama thing. Could call it a baptism by fire, so to speak. Adaptation to new environments around you. And as I said, I was a bit of a fresh rookie to the community. Mm-hmm. Needless to say, I wound up making a stupid decision. I wound up leaving the Honor Clan in favor of joining FTR, and for a couple of months we actually worked quite well. Then a lot of stupid decisions on both my part and theirs wound up leading to things falling apart, and I left FTR back in fall 2010. We then had more YouTube drama going on in the form of videos blasting back and forth between one another. So it was not quite the first time we've had incidents like this, mind you, and I highly doubt it will be the last either. Finally, the drama cooled down during December of 2010, and not too long after that, I had finally come to realize that instead of allowing others to sway my decisions for me, and for listening to other people so much, I finally decided that I had to start trusting my own judgment, make decisions on my own terms, and also not get so eager to jump to conclusions on what people say or think. After all, people are entitled to their own opinions. They don't have to be right or wrong in your eyes in order for you to develop civil terms with them. After realizing this, you'd be surprised at how many friends I have here in the community today. Unfortunately, it wouldn't last that much longer with Hood. MK9 landed, and I was one of the first people alongside him, and other combo artists such as Tyler, Check, Sinister Beats, Toto 2222, and so on, who started out creating combo videos for the game. People flocked to it rather quickly, and there was quite a bit of interest, and I became known rather quickly. As did others, of course. And I hadn't gotten all that opportunity to start playing the game that much when it came out, because, as those who play on the PlayStation Network know, we suffered an outage in service back on the month the game was released, April 2011. It did not come back on until the second week of May. You could imagine how much that irritated all of us, except for those who had an Xbox 360. So when it did come back on, I had a bit of difficulty getting my skill level up to scratch, but I somehow managed. In spite of the many times I considered not going on all that much because I wasn't doing so well adjusting from 3D gameplay to 2D gameplay. And around that time, I was also still friends with Hood, learning things from his videos that mostly learned from mine, and vice versa. In addition to learning from other various combo artists, of course. No dark track, I'm not reading from a note. So, then, before I knew it, I finally got to enter the tournament scene. Not too long after moving to Oklahoma City, I encountered a couple of fellow Oklahoma players down here in the state capital. We arranged practice sessions in casuals, although we don't get to have that many of them anymore due to how busy they are. And before I knew it, I won my first offline tournament, in Tokyo and Tulsa 2011, and then Evo 2011 rolled around. So it came there, and I made a bit of a crazy decision to go there by only having enough money to get up to Vegas, but not quite enough to make it back home. So it was a bit of a, you're probably already thinking that it was a bit of a crazy decision at first, but I'll get to more on that later on. So, those wondering about the whole X-ray that bitch dilemma, that is originally the drama that came up between me and Hood.
Okay.
As I had said before, we were friends at the time, and I'm also a friend with Tyler Lantern, and he inspired, owned, and exposed whenever he was exposing fools who rage quit or basically talked shit and only got owned for in return back in the earlier days on YouTube. I wound up doing a bit of the same thing myself, but I wound up stopping. Posting videos of rage quitters, It just sort of lost its thrill. And I stuck more to posting casual with excellent high-level players. Around the time I joined MKDC, I didn't start posting videos until October 2010, and I used to say owned and exposed just to flatter Tyler Lantern, as well as, we were also friends at the time, and I'd said that as a bit of an honor for him, and also to scab it into those rage quitters a bit. Yet for some weird reason, people have gone around assuming that I was the one who inspired Owned and Exposed and not Tyler, when he had been posting videos way longer than me. The both of us, when we found out about this, were utterly confused about why people would jump to these conclusions, when it was obvious Tyler had been around posting MKDC videos way longer than myself. Now, a bit of a similar misunderstanding came up with me in Hood Fresh, so for anyone here wondering about who did inspire X-Ray that bitch, it was indeed Hood who did. And I don't want anyone here thinking that I tried to take credit for anything as petty as a phrase. So when I set it up at Evo 2011, it was merely a spur-of-the-moment thing, and I figured it would flatter my friend if he were to ever listen to the podcast regarding this. Little did I know that he would take it in a direction way different than from what I anticipated. Not too long after I got back from Evo 2011, there was a lot of drama apparently rising up on YouTube. People were in a completely weird conclusion for reasons I don't understand. But before I knew it, Hoodfresh confronted me about it, and then he went and posted up a 30-second video calling me a thief, accusing me of stealing phrases and combo videos.
Yeah, I saw that video.
I didn't really watch it myself, but
It was very short.
Pardon me?
It was very short, maybe like 30 seconds long or something like that.
Yes, it was. It had Hood basically whining about me trying to take credit for others' work, including something as petty as phrases. Like I said before, the whole X-Ray That Bitch thing was indeed inspired by Hood, and I never went out to say it just with the intent of insulting him, or establishing myself as the creator of anything. In fact, when I went and posted combo videos, I didn't go and say anything like, I created this, honor me for it. No, I posted it for people to enjoy it, and maybe even give them a shot at trying it. To give them a bit of a mentality going somewhere along the lines of, if this guy can do it, well, I sure as hell can do the same thing too.
Well, why would you want to do the same thing to anything? I think X-Ray That Bitch sounds fucking stupid to me. I mean, for his dumbass come up with the fucking idea of saying X-Ray That Bitch is kind of stupid to me. Let's keep it real, man. I mean, only a gentleman comes up with some stupid shit like that.
Like I said, it was only just a spur of the moment thing, and I had no idea it would get out of proportion the way it did. He basically went around accusing me of stealing credit for something as petty as that, in addition to combo videos. Finally, a neutral party who will remain nameless at this point because he wishes to not be involved in this conversation.
No problem.
Finally got me on a call with Hoodfresh. And the both of us were talking about this stupid ass little incident and all that. And he spent the majority of the call doing nothing but insulting me and dismissing every single one of my explanations as nothing more than bullshit excuses in his eyes. It went on until finally I just lost my temper and basically told him that fine, I would comment on the video saying what's up, but after that I don't want anything to do with the guy anymore. But when I hung up and proceeded to post the comments explaining myself in this video, lo and behold, I was blocked and they were erased. Not the first time he's done that either. He's also been known for, as you pointed out yourself, posting videos where he fights people under fake names and posts sets in which only he wins, when in fact some of them don't really tend to reflect the results accurately. Death could give you his input on this, for example, except he went and realized he was blocked when he tried to go and comment on the video, and I'm highly certain that there are other players making a similar claim on this. It has been a completely poor example that both myself and Hoodfresh wound up setting for the community, and I do want to take this moment to apologize to everybody who has been unfortunate enough to have to witness it. I didn't go out there with to start combo videos or saying anything with the intent to have a dramatic incident like this arise. It isn't really something that we should be doing with everyone on YouTube watching. And speaking of YouTube, now I've got a large majority of the kids there sending dislikes and trolling comments to my videos over this ridiculous little crap. It got to a point where I wound up not posting combo videos anymore just because I don't want people coming down on me. I was considering posting a deep jump kick Kung Lao combo video, getting damage as high as I can, and then I wound up reconsidering it and decided not to do it anymore, just so I wouldn't have to deal with this ridiculous crap. I will keep posting online fight videos, and if anyone requests any combos to be posted, I will do it. But other than that, I've been avoiding the site a little bit. I've never known anyone to get upset over copyrights of phrases or combo videos. Like, really, do those even exist? Am I missing something here?
No, you're right. There's no such thing as a copyrighted combo video. For one thing, we're using NeverRoam's fucking game, so they actually own the copyrights to everything we fucking do. If people want to be technical on that shit. So his combo
exactly combo. I mean, look, guys, you know this whole theory of everybody stealing shit. It's like, and I hate to say it, guys, grow up. Nobody's stealing shit. It ain't yours anyway. You know, as fucking Macewind keeps saying, at the end of the day, it don't matter. You know, you created something. You created a 3-hit combo. I figured out a way to put the 4th hit in there. Am I stealing from you? No, I'm not, because it's in the game. You know, when I see people, I mean, the belly aching shit's got to stop. you know, shit happens. It's a game, and just like Pesina said on the show, you know, everybody's got to focus. You know, play the game, be part of the community, but focus on things that are important to you. Don't focus on, you know, I created the catchphrase, you know, MK fartmonger, and it's my saying. If somebody else says it, I'm going to be pissed. Who cares?
Thank you, I completely agree. And to address Sound Power in the stream chat, I actually did try talking to Hood first through a phone call as well as a couple of messages, and he simply did not listen to me. So that you don't go and think that I didn't try to work anything out with him.
But then, you know what? At the end of the day, if you did that, fuck them. It's done. You know what I'm saying? Don't even, you know, don't waste your time. Life's too short to spend 10 years, you know, trying to patch something up. But somebody you don't want to patch up. It brings me to Sands and Base. You know, my first episode, I tried to bring on guys and make peace, and you know, they didn't want to. You know, Sands and Base came on the show. The other party didn't want to come on for, you know, for their own reasons, and I can't begrudge them for it. But you know, they had a choice. They chose not to, and that's it. Move on. I'm not gonna hound on it no more. I'm not gonna try to play a Henry Kissinger and broker a peace deal. I'm just gonna say that's it. And if I was you, I would do the same shit. You know, you reached out to him, you tried to make peace,
and it just did not work out.
Do you? Don't worry about what everybody else says.
I do have a bit more to add if that is okay.
Go ahead, man.
In fact, quite a lot to add.
Go ahead.
In the midst of all these accusations he was throwing out, he also accused me of trying to take credit for Tyler Lantern's work. And so did... yeah, thank you, Sound Power. As I was saying... And so did many YouTube kids who also thought I was trying to backstab Tyler. I took personal offense to those comments when they accused me of stealing shit from Tyler. For one, Tyler has been my best friend for almost 3 years now, ever since we first met in KDC. He inspired me a great deal to become the MK player that I am today, not just simply in combos, but in skill as well. I learned much from him, and frankly, I couldn't be more thankful to have a friend like him. And yet I got these kids sitting there on YouTube, basically sitting on their couch, calling all the shots as if they know everything about the history between me and the other people who I've been associated with, including Hood. Fucking ridiculous. They don't even know shit. And it's just fucking stupid.
Yeah, let it out, man. Let it out. I hear anger in your voice.
I hear it getting escalated too. That's what I like to hear.
Well, I don't personally like it. I'm not the violent type of guy.
Yeah, I'm not telling you to be violent. I'm just saying, you get your aggression out, and it'll make you feel better. You know what? If he wants to confront you, he can come on this show, and you guys can talk it on the show. If you guys want to take it to private, take it to private. If he don't, say your piece and move on. This way, you can say, "Hey, look, I did my part." But I feel, you know, I feel the anger built up there. I sound like freaking the Emperor from Star Wars. Let go of your anger, man.
Yeah. Like I said before, we already tried talking in private, and he basically just dismissed everything I said as excuse it in his eyes. If you don't agree with Hood or respect him for anything, he will eternally label you as an enemy. NKU has now gotten a lot of hate because a larger majority of his members see Hood for who he is and are calling him out on his bullshit. Because, as pointed out a bit ago, it just conflicts with how Hood does things. You don't respect him, he doesn't like you automatically. He's also been a member on NKU himself not too long ago, but whenever he did post, it was only with the intent of posting videos in which he insults the fire that he battled against. Basically doing nothing but flaming and calling people out, until finally Digimon got fed up with this crap and called him out publicly in a thread. Now, I like Digimon, and although I didn't really agree with the idea of putting it on a thread, I do think that he was right to call Hood out the way he did. Because, let's face it, if a guy can get upset over something as retarded as a phrase or a near combo of videos, or a game that nobody owns except for the company who made it, what other kinds of bullcrap is he bound to do? Also,
I think we need to send Sands and Base after his ass. They'll torture his ass.
Sorry?
I said I think we need to send Sands Power and Mr. I got Base on him. I think they'll pretty much torture his ass.
Right. I was actually even kind enough to post up a video of me fighting Hood when I was fighting a friend online and Hood happened to come on the other end and play me a couple of games as well. I got that video posted on my channel as well as his. I even called Hood directly to make completely sure that I had found the correct fight in which I actually fought him and not the other friend. I even sent the video to him, asked him to confirm which fights were the correct ones. He did that with the addition of adding a little edit in which he put his name over his friend so that no one would know what tag he was on, as he's usually done with all videos.
Yeah, I hated that shit. I heard Def became a victim of that shit also, and he put a video of Def out there, pretty much beating him, and Def didn't really know that was even him, and he was just taking it easy because he had no idea who the fuck he was, and put a fucking video out of him. And when I heard about that, that really pissed me off. And to be doing some sneaky shit like that, posting videos, and you don't even fucking post your fucking real name, and you're hiding your fucking name, that's some retarded shit, man.
Yes, and apparently he doesn't even inform the people his video is concerned before he even posts them.
Mm-hmm.
I'm different in regards to that. On the other hand, every single one of my fight videos, I don't post part of a series, I post the whole series. And I check with my opponent to see if he's okay with the upload before I even go through with it, or I ask him myself.
Mm-hmm.
Just go ask those people who got involved in videos for proof. I even did the same with Hood, and it didn't seem like he minded with it. In fact, things seemed to be okay after that. I figured the whole bullshit drama was finally over and I could move on. Until suddenly a couple days later, I had noticed that the whole stealing video had been posted on a channel again. As soon as I noticed this, I was like, what in the fuck? I thought he was over it. And then I found out later on why he put the video up again. It apparently had to do with the video that Jimmy Von Viti put on his channel in which he was showcasing his fights from a tournament going down at Battle and Brew down in Atlanta, Georgia, in which Lord of the Fly happened to mention me and X-Ray that bitch. Like seriously guys, X-Ray that bitch is only just a phrase. It's not something to get popularized. Nothing more than a fun thing to say at a tournament or whatever. It's not something that can be stolen. It's not something that can be held in high prestige. That's just silly. I didn't even get involved as part of the community to be known as something as minimal as combo videos or phrases. I came to be known for supporting the community and for being a high-level tournament player. That's all I came to be known for. I'm not here to take credit or to establish myself as somebody higher than anyone else in terms of anything. And now Hood's going around trying to peg me as someone who's egotistical and willing to do anything he can just to get himself ahead. It goes to show how much Hood knew about me when we were friends at the time. It made me feel embarrassed that I even trusted him in the first place.
Alright.
But life is life, and you sometimes learn the hard way when there are just some people you can't really count on, to be honest and all that.
You know who you count on? Yourself. That's it.
Right.
Everybody else will fuck you.
Comfortable.
It's just everybody gonna fuck you at least once. It's just a matter, do you want it in the ass or the mouth? I mean, that's it, you know. What's the saying? Keep your friends close, keep your enemies closer. You know, George is my enemy. That's why he's so close to the show.
Yep.
Everyone has at least one enemy in life.
I think I got one friend in life. Everybody else is an enemy. I mean, everybody. You know, I mean. Look, I'm not going to open up a total old wound because I don't want to rehash shit. But, you know, some people out there have, you know, I mean, I got fucked out of my job at working at Acclaim because somebody said they had my back and they were really fucking me. You know, it cost me my job. You know, I mean, this show was hatched on a belief based off of friendship when, you know, somebody turns around to me and tells me don't do something because we're friends. And then I analyze it and say, well, you did exactly what you're asking me not to do, you know, when it pertained to the MLG drama that I went through. You know, and, you know, at the end of the day, I wouldn't even spend 5 minutes focusing on this shit, to be honest with you. You know, if he wants to come on here, he's more than welcome to. Hit me up. You know, he wants to get his opinion out. He wants to say, you know, if he wants to say, hey, fuck you, Gamer Blake, you know what? He could do it here. If you want to come on with him, I'll put you here too, you know. But I'm not looking for you two to duke it out. You know, I'm not looking for you to duke it out. One of you might get a Johnny Cage nut punch, you know, over something stupid, you know. But you know, I mean, it's the same thing like I've been saying every episode, you know. The petty bullshit that goes on, you know, as far as he said, she said, it's irrelevant. You know, life's too short to sit there and focus on on something as silly as this. And when I say that, I don't mean it to belittle you in any way, saying it's silly, because
I understand.
but it's something that it shouldn't even be to that point. You know what I'm saying? So.
I had never believed that something as petty as this would get to this point. I truly did not.
But I mean, I'm is he in the chat or not?
Nah, I don't even. Does he even post on fucking Test Your Mind or MKU?
No, he does not post on the forums at all, and I highly doubt that he would associate himself with any streams that concern us, because...
Yeah, he's a
everyone
YouTube
is-
warrior. That's what the fuck he is.
Yeah.
And also get this, he thinks that the reason I'm even part of this community is that because everyone likes me and hates Hood. I'm like, I don't think anybody here even knows about you. You went and made it that way yourself. That was completely weird.
Hey, Quantus 201.
The only way to be known for sure is to put yourself out there. And that's what I've pretty much been doing.
Quantos 201 has the answer. Let's just go to his house and kill him. Nah, it sounds good in theory, but like I said, I mean, I don't condone violence. I really am a man of peace.
I am too.
But if you push my buttons, that's a different story. Unfortunately, I only got one button, so if you push it, there ain't no other chance after. But
Yeah.
For you, my suggestion is just unfortunately, I'd say ignore the motherfucker. Just don't even worry about it. He's never gonna show up anywhere. He's a YouTube warrior.
That's exactly the difference between me and him. I don't see him putting himself out there in the tournament scene and being a part of a greater cause. I don't see him taking the crazy risk that I took getting up to an event as big as EVO 2011. And by the way, another sign of how awesome the community is that those guys helped me get back home when I couldn't do that myself after I finished up my participation at EVO 2011. I can't thank you guys enough for that.
No, that's why this community is great, because literally, like I said, it's a community that everybody's treated the same. I mean, you get the one or two guys out there that don't, but
Yeah.
it's just one of those things where for you, like I said, my suggestion is just let it go.
I intend to let it go. Although I would not be very surprised if Hood is out there with the intent of posting yet another video to discredit me. He does work that way, and he's done it to other people, so don't be too surprised if that is his next move.
Well, fuck it. You know what? If people are sending bullshit stuff to your fucking page, I say everybody in this chat, go to fucking Hood Fresh's page, fucking spam the living fuck out of his fucking dumb ass, and put his ass straight.
Good luck with that. As I said, he will not like you if you do not respect him.
Well, fuck him. I don't give a fuck if I don't like him or not. I don't give a fuck who the fuck he is. He's a fucking YouTube warrior.
And at this point, I've lost completely all respect for him. I also can't believe I joined his clan if that was how it was going to turn out in the end. After leaving the clan, I figured I would stay solo at first, or maybe I would find another group I would belong better in. Fortunately, I found the Crazy 88s 10 days before the game came out, and since then I've been a member of their clan for 16 months now, and have proceeded to become their Imperial Warlord, as well as, just last night, their online clan champion. Frankly, it's home to me, and I couldn't even consider leaving the 88s at all. I support them for life. And that's quite a bit of a contradiction to things I did back then, such as repeatedly joining clan after clan. I really should not have gone and done that, because I should have thought more first before deciding on a group I figured I would work well with. And you can't just simply join clans on a whim, only to just leave if it does not work for your own convenience. So to my advice to anybody looking to be part of a group but they feel they will fit in, think first and consider how much commitment you're willing to put into the cause before you go and make your decision.
Alright, for people in the stream, I put Hood Fresh's fucking YouTube page, yo, do whatever you guys want to do. Fucking make hell for his ass. Fuck YouTube warriors. I don't give a fuck about them.
I'm kind of a bit of a YouTube warrior myself, honestly, because I post quite a ton of videos.
Nah, Blake, you're not, because you know why? You go to tournaments, you do the fucking down forecast every Wednesday nights. You do the down forecast. You actually post in the forums. You know, you actually post on MKU and Teshamite. So you're known. I've known you for quite a while already now. So Hood Fresh, I only know from his fucking stupid matchup videos and a couple combo videos which was somewhat decent he did. I mean, that's about it. Other than that, I've never seen the guy post anywhere else. I know you who you are. I'll give credit to Tylanta. I know you have your differences with Tylanta. Tylanta, I know who he is because he actually participates in tournaments and stuff like that. He actually goes to events and he actually posts on the forums. This Hood Fresh motherfucker doesn't do nothing besides post YouTube videos trying to make money. That's pretty much what he's doing.
He does nothing but post videos and intent to inflate his own ego through online fights as well as combos. That's self-serving. And when you post videos like that for a community, you do it for the greater good. You don't do it to post copyrights and keep any kind of shit to yourself.
Yeah, Uncle Hoodie, fuck you. That's what I gotta say.
Like I said, you know, I mean, OBS, you know, we're up to like literally 50 members.
I thought it was like 30.
No, I exaggerate. 50 members, 30 members. But OBS, you know, what OBS is like I said, it's about not taking shit. I don't care if you go to a tournament and come in less than last. You know, it's all about having a pair of balls. You know, guys have come up to me online that didn't even see the show. You know, or might have seen or might have catch the show. You know, I you know, trusting me. Guy out in the UK turns around to me and he says to me straight up, he's like, "Look, I want to be OBS." He goes, "I smoke as much as you. I'm a recovering addict and fucking I just love to play the game." I'm like, "You know what? You're in. You're in." So I mean, you know, that's where it's, you know, what it comes down to is it's having a pair of balls. You know, and hiding behind fucking YouTube is some pussy ass shit. So you know what, guys, flood the shit out of this guy.
Exactly.
I am, you know, while I got you on, I'm gonna add Rolando in down in the islands at the same time because he wants to talk about a couple of things about tournaments that he's got coming up, qualifiers in the States. So I'm gonna add him quick.
All right. I have nothing else to add regarding my account on Hood Fresh at this point. So
I just want to hear you tell you say "fuck you, Hood Fresh." That's what you need to say.
Yeah.
Just let it out, Gameplay. I don't need to say it, man.
Just say "fuck off, you cocksucking piece of shit."
Exactly.
What's going on?
What's up, man? I'm
good.
I'm doing
good.
it.
How are you guys doing?
Good. I'm doing a quick intervention here, and then I'm gonna grab you, Blake. I want you to turn around and tell him to go fuck himself. He ain't gonna respond to your ass anyway, but it'll make you feel better.
I'm not really the kind of guy to go and say that to anyone.
I mean, I tried, man, but you know what? If you ever want to get on this show and tell him to go fuck himself, I mean, you can come on here, you can tell him to go fuck your mother. I don't care. You know, I mean, if the guy's screwing around with you, screw around back with him then.
Well, he'd agitated with whole conflict enough with it, and if I try and add any more fire to it myself, it'll wind up putting me in the wrong in his eyes or anyone else's.
Hey, you ain't gonna be putting it wrong. Come on, dude.
You're already not in the wrong. You're already not in the wrong. Telling a guy to go fuck his mother is not wrong. He's screwed around with you. You know,
right.
At the end of the day, I'm not telling you to be violent, obviously, but you know what? If it makes you feel better to vent, then vent.
Right. And to the stream viewers, no, I'm not coming on here with the intent to whine about anything. It's just could have gone and publicized the whole bullshit enough there for the 30-second video, and I figured if he wants to get his side of the story out there, I can do the same.
See,
which he did kind of doing.
See, Blake, you do it. You do have that fuck you motherfucker in you because you're even saying bullshit. So I mean, I don't want to hear you say you don't have it in you.
Yeah, I am calling him out in his bullshit.
Exactly. That's better. That's better. Anyway, I gotta move on because I got like 3 or 4 more guys I get on. You're welcome to stay in the chat. You don't have to split, you know, and you can interject whenever you want. I'm not gonna kick you off. But I got Rolando down in the islands. The promo for VXG, the top cheese down there. I seen he has a couple of things going on now as far as qualifiers and whatnot, and I know he wants to get something out there. So, you know, Rolando, the floor is yours right now.
Okay, yeah, a couple of things just want to let everyone know. Two big announcements, of course, some of you have already heard. The Video X Games has already had a date set for next year, 2013, which will be on July the 11th. We are going to have qualifiers in the US, and I can announce some of the qualifiers already. These qualifiers will earn you not only points towards seating at the event, but we're actually going to give some tangible prizes as well, which include airfare and hotel to St. Martin's Video X Games. So
Damn.
definitely go to all of those tournaments, because that's the place where you can not only earn your normal prize, but as a bonus, if you win those tournaments, you get yourself a free trip to the Caribbean, to your gamer's paradise. So the first one is going to be at UMACOM in Detroit, is slated for November, the first week of November. Then we have also confirmed will be Empire Arcadia doing a tournament in February. We have CrossCon doing a tournament in April. And we're also busy talking to some other tournaments as well, including East Coast Throwdown and Toryuken and Toronto. Still waiting to confirm those. But we also have confirmed working on an agreement right now with Apex. Very likely that it's also going to be a qualifier. In total, we're hoping to have 8 qualifiers in the US, which will actually add up to about 20 hotel and airfares that will be given away across the entire gaming season in the US.
So guys, you hear that? Your trip to Fantasy Island is only a win away. Got to hit these events up. You got to win. Is it you win it, you get the airfare, or is it?
That's right.
Okay. So
you got to win. First place gets the airfare. However, similarly, like what was done with the Street Fighter tournament, where if you won at one qualifier, if you go to the next qualifier, you can't win that prize. That rule will be in place. So each person is only allowed to win one qualifier. If you go, let's say, for example, to UMACON in Detroit, you win Street Fighter and you win that qualifier. If you go to East Coast Throwdown, you can enter the Street Fighter tournament, but you won't be allowed to redeem the VXG qualifier prize. You will only get the normal pot prize of East Coast Throwdown, for example.
Now, is this only specific games?
UMACON is for a lot of people that don't know, it's actually one of the biggest. It's actually not very well known as a tournament. It's actually UMACON is a comic convention. However, they have the UMACON Battle Opera, which they started last year, was pretty successful. And this year, you can already expect Justin Wong has confirmed to go. Wolf Crone is going to be there. Perfect Legend is going to be there as well. Empire Arcadia, DMG players, Cross Counter. So it's actually going to be a pretty big tournament. When we expect a very big turnout at the event as well. So it's definitely something to check out. And you can actually buy a UMACON Battle Opera pass, which is just to get to the tournament itself, if you're not really interested into the whole, comic convention thing. Dark, you were gonna ask me something, DarKNaTaS?
Now, is this tournaments the qualifiers for specific games, or like, because you're saying the events, but what games would you have to win at these events?
Right. At each event, there are certain games that are kind of catered to it. For example, Apex is known as one of the best Smash tournaments in the world. So Smash will be the qualifying tournament there, as well as all tournaments that have Street Fighter and Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom will have those as qualifiers. Any tournament that has any of our qualifiers that has Injustice or Mortal Kombat 9 will have that as a qualifier. And some tournaments will have Smash. Some tournaments will be qualifiers for Tekken Tag 2.
All
now,
right.
Okay.
I think your first opportunity to win for Injustice and Mortal Kombat 9 will be at the Cross Counter tournament next year in March, as well as the NorCal Regionals, which is later in the year as well. Then East Coast Throwdown, it's still to see what East Coast Throwdown is going to decide on their roster. But definitely, I think you can expect Street Fighter and Marvel in pretty much all the tournaments, and we'll have to see what happens with MK9 and Injustice next year with all of these other tournaments.
Okay.
Yeah.
On that note, I am going to step out of the show for you guys. But before I do, I want to close out my end of the episode with one last statement to make.
Okay.
Is that all right?
Yep. No problem, man.
Good.
All right. Anyone listening to this? I know Hood Crash is probably not even listening to the show, but if he is, all this crap that you are doing now just to publicize something as petty as a phrase or a bunch of combo videos, you're doing everything you are doing for all the wrong reasons. As far as I'm concerned, you are not a part of this community. You can send all the haters and all the reputation destroyers you can after me, but the one thing about me that you cannot change at all is the fact that I have this community, this community as a family. So whatever it is you want to do, you can keep destroying yourself as much as you'd like to do. While I, on the other hand, will keep supporting this community. Fuck you!
That's what I want. Damn straight. Get that shit out. Does that feel good or what?
Yeah.
See?
What the hell was that? I hadn't even seen it.
I saw it. I felt it coming.
I actually didn't see it coming. It was so common, you know. I just think that
I felt it. I felt it. It was buried. It was buried in there. That's what I'm talking about.
And
That's your
on that
finisher.
And on that note, I'm going to give you guys the spotlight.
All right, man.
Wait, before you go, you want to just put your show, or put out your show?
Yeah, put your show out there.
Thank you for reminding me about that.
Put your show out there, guys.
I host the Down Forecast every Wednesday of each week, usually around 8 o'clock p.m. Central Time. Even if you want to attend the show whenever it's on, featuring MK9 online casuals as well as talk show topics regarding our community members, just look in the stream chat to find a link to the stream channel where this all takes place. We should be airing live tomorrow evening. I don't know exactly what guests we will have on board, but I do know there will be a bit of change in regards to what co-hosts we will have. So that's pretty much all I have left to add.
All right,
man.
I don't typically hold on to hate for people like that, but you were kind of right to say that there was a lot I had to get off my chest like that.
Yeah, that's no problem, man. This is where you do it. Get that shit off. A big fuck you. That's all.
I sometimes go back and look at tournament footage in which I'm featured, and I notice myself commentating and after playing, and I'm like, is that guy really me? You don't have to watch footage of me taking part in Insomnia in order to figure out what I mean. And I think I've taken up enough of your time on that note, so I am going to step out of here.
You got it, man.
Thank
Anytime,
you for coming on, Blake.
No problem. Later.
Later.
All right. Did I lose Rolando? Yes, I did. Oh,
we lost.
No, he's back.
I got dropped for a second.
Back.
I'm back here.
All right.
Okay, yeah. Well, definitely, James, I gotta say before we continue this is that you're one hell of a jack of all trades. 1 minute you're a debater, next minute you're a politician, next minute you're a psychologist, you're a Dr. Phil.
So I should come down to the islands and run for president.
Yeah, definitely. You'll do a good job here. You know, I think your drinking regime will definitely catch on here.
Yeah, well,
free drinks on Fridays.
We're gonna have that's what I would model my whole platform would be. Every Friday's free drinks, no matter where you are in the country.
Oh, sweet.
But I'm glad he got that out, because you know what? I mean, reality is this. Like I said, and you're talking to a person who's a pretty, we'll say it pretty succinctly. I'm an angry motherfucker, and I've been angry my whole life. And I'm angry at stupidity. You see so much shit go on in this world that you say, why does it have to trickle over into my little fantasy land? I play my video games. I enjoy my video games. I don't want to deal with the same bullshit drama that I deal in everyday life when I come to play games. I want to be part of a community that's drama-free. I mean, if it was drama-free, trust me, I got a big fucking mouth. I'd find something to talk about. So it ain't like without the drama, the show ends. But a drama-free environment means everybody's getting along. And I guess I kind of got that Bob Marley thing going. Can't we all just get along?
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, he needed. I knew that was coming out. I'm glad. I wish I got him back on to get a couple of more fuck yous out there.
The thing is that in this industry that we're in, it's an entertainment industry, and in every single form of entertainment industry, whether it's rap, it's sports, it's movies, it's whatever, there's always beef. It happens because of the competitive nature of the industry, where everyone's trying, either it's for money or for popularity, you're trying to jockey for that position, and it's going to happen. And what's funny about it is what happened in the late 90s is when beef became something marketable, where there was a legit beef between, let's say, for example, Tupac and Biggie. and it resulted in violence even to the point. And then there was a staged beef between Jay-Z and Nas because everyone knows now that they're just actually friends and they just did that to sell records.
Yeah.
Then you have like beef between Jago and Mike Ross. Another example of that coming to the fighting game community, which I don't totally disrespect. I kind of think sometimes you need to throw a little bit of that flavor in there to get things going. But this type of beef is where it gets something personal, where it's not welcomed between the two. It's not helping anyone. That's unconstructive beef, the way I would call it. If it's beef where me and you have a problem and we're gonna showcase this on a match, that's something that can heat things up. But that situation with Blake wasn't too nice at all.
No, it's not. To get back to the, I don't want to harp on that. Blake got his thing out. He got his anger out there. But so, as far as the tournament goes, you gave these dates. So EMP in February. You got Apex coming up. You got ECT possibly, which is Toriukin. That's up in Canada. But you know what? Hey, I'll make that trip again because those titty bars up there rock.
I told you already, bro. If you think the titty bars in Toronto are good, wait till you come next year to St. Martin, man. Just ask a few people, send them a message, and ask them about El Capitan. That's all I gotta say, man. El Capitan is crazy.
Like I said, there's no girl that's off limits to me, unless her husband's swinging a machete around. And I know you guys like to play with those machetes.
No, man. As long as you don't beat us in dominoes, you're good.
I don't even know how to play the damn game. I think you got to line the numbers up and make a jigsaw looking thing. And I see some cats in the city slamming their hand down for some reason. It looks cool. Here we go. Here's a question for you from Barack Goldstein. How much?
Yeah, I answered him already.
$40 if you want to get a disease. $120 if you want to stay clean.
Yeah. No, actually, something I tell people all the time, and that, these girls, I think, not that I would have sex with a prostitute, but I would think there is a larger risk having sex with the average slut than with a prostitute. Yeah. Because this is their career. They need to make sure they keep themselves good.
Oh, yeah.
I know doctors that make their living only off of these women because they come and check themselves every single week. So... I don't know. The whole disease thing is pretty much overrated.
They're asking you now. A website that they can go check out. Throw that up in there, and let them know what it is.
Yeah, it's right now. It's currently being reconstructed. We're doing some new designs because of the whole qualifier thing. We want to make some new sections to keep up to date and put a live point system there to see who's in the lead at the qualifiers and so on. So. But the best place you can catch me at the VideoXGames instead of the VideoXGames.com, which is our website. You can actually catch me on Twitter as well, twitter.com/thevideoxgames, and also on Facebook, facebook.com/thevideoxgames. Please, definitely follow us. I want to try and get to 500 followers before the end of the month. We got 2 more weeks, and if we get to 500 followers, I'm going to pick 50 random followers and send them VXG shirts. So. Help us get there, and I think we can make something interesting. What I did want to bring up as well, other than the qualifiers, like I was telling you, one of the things VXG is very famous for, especially in the Mortal Kombat community, was for the match between DPGL Real Gross, who's the Dominican player, 17 years old. He beat Perfect Legend in Mortal Kombat, not once, but in 2 sets, because he came in through the losers bracket. Came out, beat the world champion 1 week after he won EVO, came here and beat him. And the first opportunity we have for an official run back of that will be at MLG Rally. However, it's not easy for these guys. Dominican Republic is not a very, people there earn $300 to $400 a month sometimes. It's very expensive for him to travel. And we've been trying to help raise funds for him. However, it is very difficult just coming off of our sponsorship season to help him. So we're trying to see if we can go to the community to see if people who are willing to help get DPGL Gross to MLG Rally, where we do think he is going to surprise a lot of people. A lot of people are thinking, oh, everyone's into his sector now. They know how to get it. He says he has some other players that he has a few other aces up his sleeve. He thinks he can win MLG Rally, and if anyone wants to see that happen, or even for a minute thinks that it's something that would be interested in, we would like you to just help us. We made a chip-in link for it. For
can you
him.
post that
Put the link up because I'd already
Yeah.
mentioned to Gerchap at Mortal Kombat United and
Yep.
Storm over at Test Your Might that let's see if we got if we wound up getting 4 UK guys here, I'm sure we can get one DR kid here. I mean, I spoke to him. He's talking about $600.
Yeah, it was actually 800. We managed to already raise $200 today, so we're only down to about 600 more that we need to get for him. So he's really close. And I mean, like I say, if it's $5, if it's $10, if we have 80 people in here and 80 people give $10, he's good to go. And I'm sure he will definitely remember the Mortal Kombat community for that. It's probably going to be the first time we have someone from the Caribbean flying in to go to MLG, and he's a very talented player. Like, I mean, Perfect Legend. I don't know if you got to speak to Carl since VXG, but he will tell you, the guy was legit. It wasn't a fluke. It wasn't no player one advantage. It wasn't none of that. The guy beat Perfect Legend straight up, and he wants to go to MLG and prove himself once again. And I'm sure he would be eternally grateful to the Mortal Kombat community if you guys can help get this through here.
Yeah, let me see something. Do I have him still here? No, Gerchap dropped off.
No,
But
he's still in.
I got Dark Tracks. Throw that link up. Dark Tracks.
Yes.
If you can grab that link, this way you guys can on MKU can get it up. I don't know. Do I have anybody from Test Your Might that's a mod in here?
Let's see.
Yeah,
Maybe it might not be
just
live.
saying-
Send that directly to Storm.
I'm gonna send that. Yeah, I'm gonna send that to Storm. Fun drive for me getting a 12-pack of Sierra Nevada torpedo beer. Where you at, Monkey Chime? I can get that happening. Tell me where you're
Yeah.
at, and I'll get you some beer. But
Some of
definitely.
the questions here. Someone asked, "How confident is Real Gross?" Dark Tracks asked that. Real Gross is real confident. He is legitimately saying that he can beat everyone at Rally. He doesn't think any of the MLG players are unbeatable. He's definitely feeling himself as a top 4 and probably winning again. He's very confident. And the thing is, when he came off the stream, the first thing I asked him, you just beat the world champion. I asked him on the stream, in Spanish, you just beat the world champion. Does that mean that you are now the best in the world? He said, no, it doesn't mean I'm the best in the world, but it does mean that I am capable of beating the best in the world. So he's not full of himself or cocky or anything, but he is confident enough to know that he can rumble with the big boys. So we really I donated from my own money for myself to help him, because the entire trip's coming up to about $1,200 to get him there. I donated myself because I really want to see him there, and I know he can be very successful. And he only plays Mortal Kombat, guys. This guy's down to a hardcore Mortal Kombat player. To see someone so young, 17 years old, who hadn't experienced Mortal Kombat the way many of us had, from Mortal Kombat 1, 2, 3, Ultimate, etc. He just picked up the game as a young guy and is in love with Mortal Kombat, and then started to go back to the older games. He has Mortal Kombat in all over his soul, and he's one of the best in the Dominican Republic. So we really hope we can get him there.
All right, I'm sending this to him right now, over at Test Your Might.
Oh, on a side note, I forgot to mention this earlier. Guys, Ultra Spec Cables is doing a event on this Friday at the Ultra Spec warehouse. Guys, check out Test Your Might and MKU for the threads on more information on that. If I have a direct link, I will post that as soon as I get that. Guys, definitely check that out. I believe that is this Friday that's happening. So if anybody's in the New York, New Jersey, or Pennsylvania area that's gonna be wants to go out there, check it out.
All right, hold on. I'm typing away here.
Yeah. Someone mentioned that Perfect Legend said in his stream that he still thinks. Anyway, I mean, Carl is a bit caught in between the after reflecting on his match, I think he looks back at it and he says, okay, I could have done this, I could have that, and beating him, it was a fluke. But that's easy to say in hindsight. I think he knows. I'm going to go with what he said at that moment, and after what he said on Cross Counter as well the day after. He said, you know what, the guy beat me. He beat me fair and square, and he's good, And now you can look back and say, I can do this, I can do that. But what if he comes with another character that, again, is going to surprise everyone because so many people weren't expecting a sector to dominate, especially against Perfect Legend this way. He says he has some other characters. He hasn't really revealed them to us, but I'm very curious to see what he's going to do at MLG.
Well, I mean, it's going to be packed. I mean, MLG is going to have Pig coming off of his MLG win, Perfect Legend, CD Jr., Ryu 48. Well, Tom Brady can't play, unfortunately, but Tom Brady's Tom Brady. I just actually want to change the subject for a quick second. Ron Palillo died. Ron Palillo, to all you old motherfuckers, was Horseshack from Welcome Back, Kotter. I don't know if anybody here remembers that show besides me. I'm old. But actually, I just see he died today. That kind of sucks. So shout out to fucking Horseshack from Welcome Back, Kotter. And like I said, it's MLG is going to be packed. So, I mean, it's going to be. I think this arena is this event is going to be probably the best one out of all of them.
Yeah, and the thing is, I think it is going to break a lot of records as well in terms of viewership from Mortal Kombat, and it's going to be very good for the Mortal Kombat community because the Caribbean itself is an underestimated viewership. I mean, we had 320,000 views for our event, half of which was from the Caribbean, and that's total views, by the way. Individual views are about maybe half of that. But in any event, what I'm saying is that it now the eyes of with if we raise enough funds for Gross to Go, and like I said, we're only about $600 away from getting there. We have a week to raise this, so we think we can do it. If we get him to rally, we know that the eyes of the Caribbean, every single person is going to be watching MLG. Everyone in the U.S. is going to be watching as well. And as this gets closer and closer, I think it's going to be the most viewed Mortal Kombat finals ever. I think it's going to be more viewed than EVO. That's just me. I might be wrong, but I just think that this is good. This is it. It's a lot of people are wondering. There's a lot of debate. What's going to happen with Mortal Kombat? What's going to happen? I think the next two tournaments, which is Rally and Dallas, are really going to determine, have a lot of word to say of what's going to happen with Mortal Kombat in the future.
And Summer Jam. Don't forget about that. Summer Jam's the same weekend as MLG.
Right. Oh, yeah, right. Summer Jam as well.
Yeah, I'll be hitting Summer Jam because my cheap ass don't want to go down to Raleigh. Not this time. I've done so many tournaments this year that I need a break. I'm not 20 years old. I don't have the energy or the patience to go to a tournament to come in 50 anymore.
You gotta come in your age?
No, I said come in 50th place.
It says that you coming in your age. That's what it is.
Nah, I wish I could come in the 40s. Make me feel a little bit better. Basically, like I said, I pretty much.
Okay, well, let me see what you're trying to say here. Do you think? I mean, you haven't met the guy. You've only watched one match, or maybe you watched a few other matches. Are you saying his chances are little to none?
No, I'm not saying a little to none. I'm saying that, this game, and of course, this brings negativity sometimes. This game is a game based off of chance. It's no different than playing dice. And at that level, anything can happen. Anything can go. One stupid input bug will make the whole match change. Or not knowing the matchup of somebody. If I don't know the matchup, does that make me a worse player? Or does it just mean I didn't do my homework? I might be able to beat 30 out of the 31 characters, but you picked that one character I can't win against, But meanwhile, if I play you, you're a 50-50 person. You beat half this time, but you beat me. So, where do you do the balance of, the only way, and this is something that I've said from day one, the only way you're going to find out who the true champion in the world is, and I'm not taking nothing away from Carl. Yes, Evo is the world championship, but it's not the world. Nobody was representing Trinidad. Nobody was nobody was representing any of the islands. Nobody was really. I mean, there was a couple of South Americans that came from Chile.
Yeah.
But there was nobody from Eastern Europe representing MK. So I mean, in order to get that,
there's a guy in Puerto Rico. I forgot his name. I don't know if Ricardo's still in the chat from Puerto Rico, but there's a guy from Puerto Rico that won Gaming Revolutions, one of the biggest tournaments in Puerto Rico, and he is really, really good as well. Unfortunately, again, a lot of these guys just simply don't have the means to travel. So you don't know when you come to Video X Games or you travel to Mexico or wherever, you don't know who you're going to meet up with at these tournaments, and that's what catches guys like Carl. I mean, we had the Battle Royal where it was Sanford Kelly, Perfect Legend, Mike Ross, Combo Fiend, Peru, and Bernia Bra. 6 of them went up against the 3 Dominican players, right? 3-on-3, and then another 3-on-3. They lost 6-1. Against the Dominicans, against a bunch of nobodies. These are names that I just called that have been in Street Fighter. Okay, maybe Perfect Legend not that much, but the rest of those guys have been in Street Fighter from day one, and they lost 6-1. It shows you that that's the fallacy to me in the World Championship thing. I think it's just a matter of, what? I'm going to call it the World Championship. But are you really the World Championship? I mean, I disagree with that. I don't think...
I believe the World Championship should come from the community, not a company.
Right. I think it should definitely be... The thing is, how do you put that together? World Cyber Games has tried that. Okay, let's bring from each country, from this, from that. Didn't really work out long term. It's not a sustainable model, apparently. So how do we really determine who is the best in the world? Are you going to determine by online ranking? Obviously, that's also going to bring up another debate. The number 1 in the world online, is he really the best in the world? Well, people are going to debate against that too. So it's really hard to say, the gamer from Puerto Rico is Bombito. All right, so I think that's the guy who we were talking about from Puerto Rico. He won Gaming Revolution. He's unbelievable. One of our best Mortal Kombat players. Lost the first of 5 to him, 5-1, So he already told me, look, that guy right there is the best I've ever played. And I asked him too, like, how would that guy stack against Perfect Legend? How would he stack against Gross? He says he's right on that level. Again, these guys can't travel. So you're only the best against who you've played when you go to EVO. You're the best in the world for the people that were there. But you're definitely not proven the best in the world until you travel to a few more tournaments and you start to say, I've been to Australia, I've been to the US, I've been to the Caribbean, I've been to Asia and Europe, and I've won all of those continents. Yeah, now you're the best in the world.
I agree with you. You got to travel the world to become the best in the world.
Yeah.
I have one more guest I got to add in here, and let's see if he hops on. And of course, let's see where the hell he is. Alright, now I gotta give a big fuck you to Tom Brady. Tom Brady's stealing my viewers. I want my viewers back. He's got a couple of, we're 73, 78. We're going neck and neck with each other. I want my viewers. Only because, I love the GGA guys, but I don't want them to have more viewers than me. That's it. It's just competitiveness. So any of you guys over there, go into their chat and you tell Tom Brady I told him to go fuck himself, and that he's a little dilapidated piece of shit, and that if next time I see him at MLG, I'm going to kick his quarterback ass up and down the fucking arena. Hopefully somebody got the balls to do that. Check, you in here?
Mike, check.
Mike, check. OBS, check. Yeah, everybody follow Rolando at the Video X Games on Twitter. Yes, Tom Brady's gay. Actually, he's not gay. I think he's bi. Actually, I think he's tri.
Hey, check.
He try anything. Check, you there? Check, check. Oh my God. Okay, where is do? Let me find the next one I'm putting in here. Let's view this.
Check. Maybe you have the mic on mute or mic's not plugged in right now. I don't know,
I
something.
don't know what the hell he's doing. He's out of his mind. He fell asleep on me.
Okay.
He probably fell asleep on me. So we'll just let him idle there for a minute. What was I doing? Oh, contacts. Why is my PC?
About now.
Focus? Check, you there?
Oh,
I hear
yeah.
you now. Mr.
Hello?
Check, you there?
Well, we just heard him for a sec. What the hell happened?
Mr. OBS Check, we heard you. What's the question there, Mr. Sonic Fox?
Hello?
Hello?
Yo.
Yo, raise your volume
yeah.
on your mic a little bit.
My bad.
Yeah, it's just really low.
Sounds muffled.
Yeah.
Sounds like you got it up your ass.
DarKNaTaS, some guys asked if you can check the Twitter page. I guess they've been send him some questions.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, we got the troll questions from Sonic Fox.
Uh-oh, we're trolling questions now.
Yeah, let me ask the questions real quick. Sonic Fox, James, I heard on the last Blast show you said I miss Sonic Fox. So does that mean do you care? Do you care?
Yeah, of course I care, man. I haven't seen you in a tournament in a long time, man. Damn right I care about you. You're like my little brother, or my kid. You're like my kid.
He also asked us, DarKNaTaS, did you get turned on when Blake said "fuck you"? You and I both quoted saying, "Yeah, let it all out, Blake." Fucking gay.
Oh, God.
Little kids experimenting, man. What the fuck is wrong
Hey,
with them?
whatever floats his boat. I don't judge, man. All right, let's see. Let me go to these questions.
Did we still got check yet?
Check, check, mic check, check, OBS check.
Yo.
Yeah, you still sound low, check. What's going on?
Okay. Yeah, what's up, guys? Just chilling. Just having a cigarette, listening to the show.
Yeah, you're very low. We gotta have to move the mic or raise the volume or something.
Alright, hold on.
It sounds like it's being covered. I don't know what it is.
How about now?
Jay's Pimp says, what does Check have? Head from fucking Al Snow in WWE?
Nah, it's Final Fantasy.
All right, let me just check these questions here. So Carl had to sit off to the side and then not give up. You know what? I don't give a shit about that player one bullshit when I hear that, to be honest. That player one stuff is crap, you know. And you know, the fact that people are shouting insults in Carl's ears, get over it.
Yeah. Listen. I will say about that again. I don't know where this stuff comes from. People that were not there are making up all kinds of rumors. Carl walked out of there upset and salty, and people were screaming. Look, the guys were, of course, there are 25 Dominican players. They're screaming and they're making noise whenever he's winning. Are they screaming insults? No. They're speaking Spanish. So first of all, I don't think it's something that can distract Carl because he can't even understand what they're saying. It just sounds like noises to him. So I don't think that is something that makes the difference between him winning or losing. I don't think that's something he would even admit to. So not sure about that whole comment there.
I mean, my thing is this, you know, and I'll say it very succinctly. You know, if the player one advantage was such a big to-do, the fact that he changed, basically, you know, and I don't think Carl's harping on it, you know, and I don't think he ever did, because, you know, Carl would be foolish to, because Carl won Evo sitting on player one side. So are you negating his win, saying the only reason he won is because he sat on player one? You know, and people got to get over this player one advantage, you know, when it comes to, you know, little footsies and jabs and jumping simultaneous. You know, Carl won his matches because Carl played well. Gross won because Gross played well. CD Jr. wins because he plays well. And that's what it comes down to, you know. Rio wins because Rio plays well. You know, so, I mean, it's like they don't, you know, I don't want to hear, you know, people use the excuses of the player one advantage. It's just, in my eyes, whether it exists or not is not the point. But I'm also the same person that don't believe in frame data in this game. Which is actually something that I believe Czech wants to chime in on. You there, Czech?
Check. Hello?
Mike, is it good now?
It's as good as it's going to get. You're going to have to talk a little louder, that's all.
Alright, I'll try. How about now?
It's better.
It's getting better.
So what do you want to know about? Player 1, Player 2?
Yeah, player 1, player 2.
Is it a reality? Is it a myth?
That goes back to really the alliance. Each side is programmed differently. Basically, what player 1 can do, player 2 can't, and vice versa. Every hitbox model for the characters for player 1 is shared. For player 2, it's all individual models. Player 2 juggles at a lower height. That gave Shujinko an infinite in MK Deception. Sindel at a player 1 infinite, because she juggled at a higher height, which forced her third jab and her Fujao Pi string to delay, and that caused the infinite loop. And couldn't be done as player 2 since she juggled lower. That third hit wouldn't delay. What else for player 1, player 2? Player 1, let's see. Let's go back to player 2. If player 2 hits player 1 is in stun for less time. And vice versa, if player 1 hits player 2 is in stun for longer. Really, it's just like what player 1 can do, player 2 can't, and vice versa. And offensively, player 2 recovers faster since when it's in stun, it's stun longer, so that way it evens out. And player 1 cannot attack cancel as fast as player 2. And that is basically player 1, player 2 in a nutshell. They've broken it down. In MK versus DC, it was there, but it was barely noticeable. But it was there. Differences with player 1 and player 2 in DC. Kato's biggest corner combo didn't work as player 2. Sub-Zero had a player 1 only combo, something like that. There was only a few differences, but it was still there. Now out in Chicago, you know, obviously asked them about this, and you know, they said it was basically gone. Like it was 80% fixed, and it couldn't be fixed past that point. That's all I know from when I was out there. The juggle height is still different for player 1, player 2. Player 2 jumped a little bit lower to the ground, and that's about it. Priority on for player 2 has less priority. And what was the other thing?
Okay, check. This is Rolando from Video X Games. I just want to ask a question to kind of put this in layman terms, especially for me, who's not an avid Mortal Kombat player. If you and I play 100 matches and we're both at equal level, how many matches would be swayed because of player 2 advantage because I'm on player 2?
It depends on your strategy. If you're trying to beat your opponent by being faster, by having a faster offensive jab, the other person's jab can still beat yours at a certain spacing. So it really comes down to who has better spacing. It just comes down to the player's play style. Like we were saying earlier, you only really play who you play against in the tournament. You don't really play versus everyone else. So it's 100 games of equal skill with me and you. But who's to say that could differ with someone else? It's really when it comes down to player 1, player 2, you would have to do on each side. Me as player 1. 100 matches to 50 matches, then me as player 2, same thing, to see the difference. You couldn't just do, you on one side and me on the other. You would have to do both for the tournament. The same thing goes for matchups. If it's a counter-pick matchup, whatever, 6-4, Sector Cabal. All right, you beat Cabal, I'll be Sector, but then next series, I'll be Cabal and you be Sector, and let's see if the matchup is still the same.
Okay, have you seen the match between Perfect Legend and Gross at VXG?
Yeah, they were legit. Paro got beat.
Okay, so the player 1 would he have won an extra round, watched an extra match?
Still got beat.
Okay.
It had nothing to do with nothing. He beat him with uppercuts. You know, I mean, he beat him with uppercuts. He didn't play much footsies. I mean, he just outplayed him. He just counted him. You know, he played defensive.
It didn't change the overall outcome of the match. It added to it, but it didn't determine it.
Okay.
But
What's the reason?
Depends on when it happens in the match. It still can. It just didn't determine it that time. It still happened, but it didn't determine the match. Carl lost, and the story.
Okay, very interesting. One more question on that then. Is this something that kind of slipped the minds of the developers, or is it something they just were like, look, we've ran enough tests?
Game Player 1, Player 2 has been in there since Deadly Alliance. The engine used for MK9 is the MKDC engine, and the MKDC engine is based off the Deadly Alliance engine. It's all inherited until they completely scrap it and start from scratch. Player 1 and Player 2 will always do that.
Okay. Do you think they'll make future games with this same thing in place, or are they going to try and eradicate this once and for all in future games like Injustice or Mortal Kombat 10?
I believe they're going to clear it up. They're going to clear it up. They're aware of it. And
where you won't even notice it. The Injustice will be amazing. We'll just leave it at that. You won't even be worrying about Player 1 and Player 2. It may still be there, but the game will be so good that it won't even matter. A lot better than MK9.
Wow, interesting. Nice.
You know, it's gonna be better. I mean, I hate to say with every version of the game, they figure out something new to add. And you know, the one thing about Mortal Kombat that no other fighting game can say, just about every version has had something so diverse from the previous one. But the basis of the game is still built off of the same platform. Now they're actually rebuilding it. You know, where it's always
still
been.
Using the DC engine. It's still using the MK9 engine. It's just heavily modified. It's still the same engine.
That's from what I'm hearing. They didn't use the DC engine.
Sure, it looks the same to me.
It looks deceiving, you know. But from what I was told, it was built from the ground up. So I mean, that's what I'm told. But I mean, that could be, you know, a crock. Anyway, is it? I want to see. You got that link still of the video?
Yeah, the video was processed.
Let me see that video. Send me that link again.
Yeah. Give me one second.
George, you have any questions?
Yeah, I got one here. It's for Check. For one man, 3 letters. Ask Check what he knows about the Toasty Boost.
Nothing.
Knows nothing.
Nada.
I got from Club on Stroke. For anyone on this show, if you were gay, would you give Blanca a rim job?
Nah, I probably got some spiky shit on that ass. I wouldn't go that route.
That's a messed up question for me. I don't know if he did his research, but my character is Blanca, so
So you got a rim job from Jade.
I might have to give it. No, let me not say that shit for this shit recorded. No, I will not. He's dangerous. He's electric.
Crazy Thunder. You know, I'm a firm believer. Brady has mentioned how the 2D was made on 3D, which was. Oh, you're talking about MK9. All right, I thought you were talking because he has a tendency to talk out of his ass. So, Mace is splitting. Mace, I'll catch you. Check, will you add Sonic Fox to Injustice?
Sure. Why not?
It's going to be the scrubbiest character in the game, though.
What kind of moves do you want?
You're going to be like Gleep from the Wonder Twins. Or whatever the fuck that little monkey's name was. What was Gleep? No, that was the Herculoids. Damn, I'm old.
And Gas Blast.
Ed Boon is a pedophile. Really, guys? Come on now. Alright, man. I'll call tomorrow, man. Okay. Natus, you got some questions?
Oh wait, okay. Sorry, Chuck. It was actually
So
he
good.
meant he meant
Gamer Blake.
he meant Gamer Blake. Yeah, not Blanc. Why did I say Blanc? I have fucking no idea. I'm tired, man. What the fuck?
Raven combos. All that work and they want a Raven combo now. So, check. Let me ask you this, because I'm probably one of the few that don't know this. What is it? It's a hack that's giving you Goro and the costume for Cyber Reptile and.
Hey, check. Put your mic back in. I think we lost Chuck in the process of
No, he's here. He's probably roping one out. Check. No jerking off during my show. Wait until after.
Yeah, in the meantime, that was pretty damn sick. And whatever Chuck gets back on. Ashener, you got your mic in also?
Yeah, can you guys hear me?
Yep.
All right, we hear you. We're just still waiting on Chuck to come back.
Oh, okay.
Ashley, your thoughts on the video?
I've been hearing about this video now for close to 4 months. Like there was gonna be the collaboration between the two, and then I kept hearing stories about it from both Tony T and Chuck, and that it did not disappoint at all. It actually surpassed everything I thought it was gonna be, and yeah, that was actually really good.
I think
it was
Check died a hype, man. What happened to him?
Yeah, that one combo, there's like 6 uppercuts in the combo. I was like, holy shit.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna start going for uppercut combos.
Hells yeah, dude. I look fucking sweet, man.
I hear him now. Turn your mic up. We'll talk louder.
All right, how about now?
No,
No.
you sound really low. What happened there?
I think the video bodied his mic.
How about now?
No.
A little better.
A little better. You're getting louder.
You're getting louder. Just crank it all the way up.
That's as
Check.
high as it's gonna get, I think.
Check inside the Skype settings, Jack.
Yeah, go to the Skype settings, see, and adjust your microphone level and put it max.
Yeah, your audio settings.
My mic volume is all the way up.
Inside of Skype?
Oh, I don't know how to do that inside of Skype.
Yeah, just click on just click on what is it? Tools, and then click options, and then it'll say audio settings, and just when you get in there, look at the microphone volume.
Yeah.
Audio settings.
Natus, you there or I lose you?
I'm here.
Okay. I don't know. Your pic disappeared.
Check. It says it's up.
It shows it's all the way up?
Yeah, it shows like the green is like, there's only 2 bars that aren't full.
No, not the green. The blue dial. Push the blue dial all the way to the right.
Oh, okay. How about now?
And take off automatic adjust microphone settings. Leave that off.
Okay, how about now?
All right. You sound bearable now, right?
It sounds bearable.
I don't know what happened. How about now?
We sound like a Verizon commercial now. I mean, you're just gonna have to talk a little louder. That's all. I mean, I was hearing it on the stream, and they were hearing you. But you know, I mean, I seen a lot of wows and oohs and ahs on that video, man. That's some pretty fucking good shit, man.
Thank you. It was, I was gone for 2 months out in Florida, and Tony hit me up before I left about the video. You know, I didn't think we'd ever do it. Came back from Florida, started back up on on Final Fantasy, and he hit me up like 2 days after I started, and I felt bad, like he asked him to do the video, and I didn't want to turn him down this time. I know the game is winding down with Injustice here and there. So anyway, we did the video 2 months ago. It took us about 2.5 months, and I'd say maybe about a month and a half of recording, and the rest has been editing. We couldn't get our videos to work together because he recorded in PAL and I recorded in NTSC. So what he did, he re-recorded every single video, every single combo in that video into NTSC. Tony deserves a huge amount of credit for doing that. And even from then, we had some issues, like his laptop is old, couldn't get the video to work right. So it came into my hands, as of a few days ago, and I just grinded hard at it to get it out as soon as possible because we've been trying to get it out there. That's about it.
So how did the hacks for, I guess, Cyber Reptile, Goro, and Shao Kahn, how is he getting access to those? Is it just a hack?
For Tony, he did Shao Kahn, Goro. That's Xbox. I think you can only get that on Xbox.
Yeah, you have to have a modified console.
Cyber Reptiles in challenge mode. You play as them in challenge mode. It's not a hack. When Cyrex throws a bomb on the screen, the entire combo resets. So if they're in the air while you juggling them and Cyrex throws the bomb out, it resets the entire combo. It resets the gravity. It resets everything. So if you time it right, you can keep them in the air for the full 100. It's not a hack.
Wow. That's crazy.
I gotta say, that video is pretty fucking insane, man.
Yo, blame it on Final Fantasy, man, because I had to come up with all kinds of shit for that game. And that shit ain't easy. And then, switching back to MK, with all that creativity, and just fucking came out with Sector. That shit came out of nowhere. Like, the video was done. And it was just like, fuck yeah. I remember why, because in the Texture My Community project, someone posted a Sector reset in tag. And I had that in this video, and I was like, fuck it, I don't want to show it again. It already got shown. So I took it out and said, let me find something else to Sector. And I found that. And that's the story of that.
Let's see what we got. We got questions. Check. If Cyber Reptile in the Tower channel. Ask check if the Cyber Reptile in Tower challenge has the same properties as normal Reptile.
I think he does more damage. His corner BNB does 70. His midstream does 63. I had recorded them for this video, but we had to scrap a lot of the content because the video was getting too big. There will be a part 2 with all that additional content in it you will see. But yeah, Cyber Reptile does more damage. That's about it.
Oh, there's gonna be a part 2 to that video.
Yeah, it ain't going. It's gonna be a different name, and I don't know. It's down the road. It's down the road, but we're working on it.
All right, sounds good. Now, check. Did you want to touch on your new partnership? You want to explain about that whole new thing you got going on?
Yeah, for sure. I just last weekend got a partnership with TGN. TGN is the game that they started with just trying to build MMO communities. Or I guess those are very big communities, very tight-knit communities, getting those communities to grow. And they've branched out into, I think, over 1,000 different communities, 10,000 different communities. And what they do is, they target people inside the community who are also trying to help the community grow, like I've been, for many, many years. So, and that's basically it. They recognize me. Like, we both have the same interest in mind, helping the community grow. And, I help give them more exposure by putting, their name on my YouTube. And they help give me more exposure by, putting money in my pocket and helping me keep going. And just, I have a partnership. It's just great, It shows that you accomplished something. After all these years, after everything I've been through, to get that is just like I had to come on here and just, let everybody know. That's it, basically.
Okay. What the fuck? All right. Fucking questions, man, from some of these people here.
It's all good.
Here we go. From Salavia, he asks, Ashcheck just illustrating that the player 1 and player 2 adventures were even in the 3D MK game. How do you want him to illustrate that? We don't even have the 3D games.
What about the player 1, player 2?
He wants you to illustrate that player 1 and player 2 adventures were
I'm
even
gonna
in
do
the
that
3D
the
games.
next time I come on the show. I'm gonna do that the next time because I don't have like a video camera here to show. I can't do that unless like James is here with me. So we're gonna do that down the road.
All right.
Me and James have already talked about it. Also, the inconsistent frame data for every single move in the game. we'll get on that by a lot of frames. We'll get on that next time. And I'll definitely touch on the player 1, player 2 stuff.
Well, let me ask you this. I know we talked about it a little bit. Would you, is there anybody out there that you would just like to give a little touch of on blast to?
Are you want me to put someone on blast?
Hey, I'm giving you the option right now. You don't have to, but, you know, it'd be nice because I'm sure you have some animosity, some anger, some tension that you want to exude to the world.
I do. You know, the thing is, with just getting this partnership, I'm not in that state of mind like I was. Like I felt like, you know, just, you know, working on these videos is very stressful. So just a lot of, you know, when you see my outbursts and what, it's just me stressed out from work. That's it. That's all it is. If I wanted to put someone on blast, I could, but right now I'm feeling blessed, you know, with this partnership. Looking forward, you know, I'm going back to college. I took the last semester off because of some shit, but I'm back. I'm looking forward. I'm not looking to put anybody on blast right now. I'm good.
All right. Mr. Ashener.
What's up?
What's up with you down in the lovely Florida area?
Not much. Just here. Figured I'd come on here with Czech. I had said I was gonna come on with him a while ago, and
what's up, Ash?
Not much, buddy, man. Waiting for you to come back down to Florida. I don't know when you're gonna come back down.
We gotta start one of those donation drives, man.
Man, we need a donation drive. Let's get Czech to a major.
All the Florida people, man. Get all the Florida people together for it.
I would like to definitely do that the next time you come down. We'll do that and we'll stream it out of my place.
Yeah, I was gonna come back down for a Dolphin game, but I don't know. Probably not gonna happen.
Well, you let me know. I got season tickets for the Dolphins, so you just let me know it's on the 50.
Flanagan's,
15
baby.
rows back.
Flanagan.
Oh, we'll go to Flanagan's. Trust me, we'll definitely do some Flanagan's ribs. And Jimmy needs to come down too. He better come down.
Yeah, I'm gonna make a trip down there. I think I'm gonna hit CEO next year.
No,
that'll be fun.
There ain't nothing like it in the fucking world.
Yeah, just you know, fucking the knucklehead that runs it on blast though. I don't know. I'm not gonna get into that.
Jimmy, isn't it past Junior's bedtime? Why is he still in chat?
I think he already turned into a pumpkin, so he's kind of stuck in front of the computer now. Hey, CD Junior, don't make me come up there and